Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Ace of Vessels in the Waters of Life. And when I was thinking about this card today, combined with the Page of Bows yesterday, here you've got a message coming in, new passion, right, that we talked about, and then the Ace of Vessels comes up, passion, water, emotion. To me, this is saying there's a new love coming into your life. All right, and I really don't talk about that too much. I'm more focused on your spiritual journey, but this is somebody that's going to come in. Okay, that it's just going to be a new opportunity. So listen to the messages. Have your spiritual guidance up and around. You're listening, to what your guides have to say, as well as those that are around you, because the message coming in is going to be, a new beginning in a love phase. Whether that's within a family situation, significant other, it could just be somebody at work, just opening up as well, right? And the thing that I like about this card the most is you still got you've got the Queen of Arrows in here, which is the Swan. And with queens or nurturers, okay, the swan in the arrow is all about air energy. And with that being said, there's a lot of thought process that's going around with that. And she likes to move from pond to pond to pond to pond. So there's a lot of transition going on as well. So when I'm thinking about this card and I'm trying to explain it, you've got the water coming out of the cup, filling up the lake. You got, the stag or the deer, antelope, whatever you want to say, elk, drinking out of it. And then there's just the one little cup, down here. What's filling this cup up here, though? That's what I always ask the question on. That's that everlasting universal energy that's coming through. And the swan is kind of putting that process into motion. So, with this card, it's about that ancient wisdom, that's ready to be reawakened. And you drink from that cup, right? You drink from the waters. And, here you are, taking that walk down. You've just lost, I shouldn't say lost, but the Three of Vessels just dropped off where you had three cups. But you still got the Queen of Bows and the Page of Bows down here. And, maybe now is the time to, sit back a little bit, drink of the waters, get yourself refreshed, and, renew that love that you have for this spiritual quest that's moving forward. You can harness those emotions that are going through you. Where we seen the Injustice card here about a week ago come up. All that internal strife, right? Being mad, being angry, worrying about stuff, that's all low vibration. Okay? With your spiritual journey moving up, okay, you want to have that higher vibration of love, higher vibration of passion, higher vibration of fire, creativity that's out there. Love, peace, joy, ecstasy, right? Ecstasy, dancing, that's still down, as well. And, with the fire creativity energy that's out there right now with the Page and the Queen of Bows, there's some creative emotions going on. Right? That could be in a relationship, that could be in your work situation, however you want to look at it. Okay, but you want to harness those emotions, okay, for positive gain, and gather that emotional energy for a healthy balance on moving forward. Okay, that way, when you continue moving forward, you're moving forward in a spirit of love, and in peace, and in joy. Right, higher vibrational energy, not in a spirit of I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that, I'm worried about that. That's all low vibrational energy, and that's just going to bring you down. Okay, and you don't want to be brought down. You want to continue moving up, and that's what this channel is all about. It's taking those steps to that next level, right, and following your spiritual path, your spiritual journey to where, you're not worried about all the little things. And don't get me wrong, we're human. We have that choice out, that's still out there, right? That fated destiny, okay? We still have that choice. Some days you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, you know what, Dee? I just don't give enough. Trust me, I get it. I understand. And that lower energy is going to come down, and next thing you know, an obstacle or challenge gets in your way, and then boom, you're tripping over stuff. Where, if you don't worry about it, you let the universe protect you, you let the universe guide you, everything starts happening, all right? And you start getting closer and closer to your higher self. So that's where that balance comes in, making sure you balance the good with the bad, and, stay on that positive side instead of the negative side. And then just take that balance, let it move through you, and let that love emanate through you. And let it, and when people see that, they're going to see you as a different person. Why is that? Because you're on your spiritual path. So take heed to the Ace of Waters, the waters of life, the Ace of Vessel, and listen for those messages that come out through that page of O's. Especially when it comes to love, right? And like I said, that could be a friend, that could be a lover, that could be a significant other, however you want to look at it. So that's the tarot message of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the Ace of Vessels, the Waters of Life. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is Dee with the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.